Good morning, friends. I'm very happy to be back. I don't know how you feel about it, but I'm really enjoying myself. And today I'm going to talk about, you must be knowing, yes, the budget, newly received budget by the government. The budget has always been something which has been anticipated, looked forward to, and discussed and threadbare, and having discussions prior, post. Every time it is being discussed. It is discussed in the parliament, it is discussed outside the parliament, discussed on forums, it is discussed on YouTube, on every platform, social platform. And so it's very interesting. Reason being, I have been saying to you again and again and again that there was a time that we needed a lot of controls, a lot of stability to keep the economy moving. One must understand as I reflect back that 30, 40 years ago, the type of income tax which we used to be looking into, because income tax was separate, excise duty was separate, VAT was separate, sales tax was separate, octroi was every type of tax was separate, and each one was looked forward to discussions for the budget. And many of us would recall, tomorrow is a budget, let's go fill up petrol because petrol may rise in the excise duty. Again, cigarettes will disappear 20 days before the budget announcement. Cigarettes will disappear from the market because everybody is looking at the excise duty to be charged by the government on cigarettes. Today, all that has been lost in the maze of the GST. Because of the GST, everything has been coalesced and you have one single act. And the best part of it is that the GST is not discussed in the regular budget, but is discussed every frequent meeting of the parliament, because it's not a troublesome act. It's troublesome for the people who do not want to comply with the act. That you must understand. But it is not troublesome for the people who want to do regular, good, safe business, falling within the parameters of the law and operating for their own success, business success, without falling into the trap of cheating, getting caught. All that has been avoided today. I'm talking about a regular business person who does not come on to the stage and say, I'm suffering because of GST. The only persons who, today complain about GST are the touts, are the brokers, and some of the legal, eagles and stalwarts who have lost their mechanisms of moving things this way and that way for the benefit. But today, because of the GST, everything is not streamlined, but it is being streamlined over the years because of the criticisms and the changes in the law required because of the changing circumstances in the business environment, because of the new businesses which are being developed over the years. And yesterday, because of one thing, let us understand, yesterday there was an article where two professors have joined together and set up a 3D printing of houses. And they have demonstrated it to the Indian Army, and they have also demonstrated it in a few IITs, in the scientific community, where they have set up the buildings developed by them in 3D format. Now, how do we structure that in? Now there will be a discussion on GST chargeable on this, because there are no construction materials at all used. So it's a new concept which is developing. When this new concept develops, new ideas have to be generated of how to use this concept for developing products, and not only that, how can the government earn revenues out of it through GST. So GST is going to be an act which is going to, metamorphosize over a period of keep metamorphosizing. That is what I would say. It's going to be changing because of the evolution of technology, because of the evolution of products, and because of the evolution of trade. So GST is going. I don't think so. The problems are going to go away. They are going to exist. They are going to continue, but it will be over a period of time stabilizing as regards the rates. As new concepts comes, new rates will be introduced. As new concepts comes, new attitudes may be there towards GST, etc., etc. So I'm coming back to the topic. So hence today, the budget which was released on the 1st by FM was fascinating. I should say fascinating because I have lived in the era of where at the time we had to pay 101% tax. Yeah, that is okay. At that time we did not know how to get hold of the coders, how to catch the people who were cheating, who were shortchanging the government, who were hiding money. But you can't blame them also because businesses, because of the type of business you had to run, the type of controls which exist at that time. All these caused problems for the businessman, and so he had to facilitate his operations to various methods to survive because he's invested and his family has been continuing business for a very long time. He just couldn't change over, and so there were certain mechanisms which he used to survive and survive the economic climate, the competitive climate, and also the legal climate within India. Because I remember, I think I told you people that in 1963 there was cement control, and in order to build, a wall, a compound wall, application had to be made to the cement controller based on certificates issued by the engineer, the architect, and the income tax department. You could get a license, and then you could purchase the amount of quantity of cement which was certified to be sold to you by the cement controller. Now today all that has changed. You are seeing multiple establishments of cement companies just gorging into the into the available limestone and other items required for manufacturing cement, and you're having huge companies with huge tonnage which are producing cement, which are exporting also, and cement is in great demand today. So things change. In the same manner, today taxation, and especially direct taxation, is changing. And it has been changing over the years. And especially within the last, I would say, 5 years, a lot of changes have taken place. And one of them, and that is it is an operational exercise. We were, many of us, I would say, and many tax practitioners and many lawyers are threatened by this faceless assessment. And with the new income tax code coming in, I do not know who else will be threatened because it is it's a lifetime problem. It's a lifestyle problem for many people. So with the introduction of faceless assessment, many people practicing chartered accountants and small-time lawyers, sometimes practitioners fell at the I would say tax practitioners fell at the wayside. I recall that at a meeting where there used to be what was known for the sale of property, there used to be a certificate to be issued by the income tax department. And at that time, the government at that time, one day said, you don't require the 230A certificate to sell your property. And what happened? It was a hard hit on many practitioners And so, that type of practice went out of practice, out of use, and that was a deliberate attempt by the government to streamline operations and to help the SSCs. Let me continue. Thank you.